A couple of days, if not a week ago, we talked about EA Motive possibly working on a new Star Wars game. Now, we got this information by reading through a lot of articles that were discussing about EA Motive possibly working on a Star Wars game, or if not several different projects, which we accounted to as just prototypes. Now, we took this information in stride as we knew EA Motive had worked on projects like Battlefront 2, the 2017 version, in its single player mode and cutscenes. And then when we heard the news that they were working on Star Wars Squadrons, we kind of assumed that the next projects that we were going to work on were Star Wars. And in today's video, we've got a bit of an update for you. But before I get into it, my question of the day to you guys is, are you looking forward to what EA Motive has to put out in the future? Personally, I think they're a really cool niche team that is really putting out some really interesting content. But for me, I'm more interested in your thoughts and opinions into this question. So let me know all your thoughts on EA Motive's track record in Star Wars games, and I'll try to read all of them and get back to some of you too. But with that out of the way, let's dive right into the video. So in our previous video, we talked about the evidence we had of EA Motive working on a new Star Wars game after the success of Star Wars Squadrons. Now, I was taken quite a bit aback on this, on how quick and how soon they were moving on to another project, since that job was up before Star Wars Squadrons even released. This, as well as all the news articles covering this news as well, I myself was pretty excited for this new unannounced Star Wars game, because we knew this wasn't Jedi Fallen Order 2. This was being made by EA Motive, not Respawn. Respawn being the company that worked on Jedi Fallen Order 1, who are working on the sequel. And with Star Wars Squadrons being a really goodwill game from EA, I was actually really excited to see what this project could be. Plus, it makes my job a lot easier because there's a lot of Star Wars games coming out and it means a lot of content for the channel. But unfortunately, I gotta bear some bad news, guys. It was a typo. Literally a typo from EA. That job was not for a Star Wars game, even though it did say it was. And honestly, that kind of sucks. EA Motive posted a tweet themselves saying, due to human error, hey, it happens, we've seen a lot of speculation. We're not working on a new Star Wars project. We're working on something pretty special, but it's not Star Wars. So unfortunately, it does look like they've made a departure from Star Wars games. And to boot, when IGN recently spoke with EA Motive and the general manager, Patrick Claus, he did confirm there were several projects in the works at the studio. And I accounted those as prototypes, and rightly so. But unfortunately, those prototypes have nothing to do with Star Wars. And for me personally, I'm pretty bummed out about it because it means the only Star Wars game we've got upcoming in like 2021 is Fallen Order. Now don't get me wrong, Fallen Order is a fantastic game. It's a really great single player experience and I can't wait for its sequel. But the problem is, Star Wars Squadrons was such a good catch for me because I love those online competitive games. And not only that, the longevity of those type of games tend to be a bit longer. But with the news of no content updates for Star Wars Squadrons, even with version 2.0 coming out fixing a ton of the bugs, it looks like there is going to be no Star Wars gaming news in the rest of 2020 and even probably on the first half of 2021. I was really excited to see if EA Motive was just going to push something like a teaser out in the early 2021, but it looks like it's not going to be for Star Wars. Knowing EA Motive Studios, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great game nonetheless. The way they nailed Star Wars Squadrons was just phenomenal. And for those of you that really do love Battlefront 2, let's be honest, it's far better than the Starfighter Assault game mode. So yeah, I was really excited for this because Star Wars Squadrons was fantastic, but it seems, as I said, not going to be the case. When asked about the situation, Claus stated these prototypes were a mix of original IP and based on franchises like Star Wars, but he didn't commit to Star Wars being the main focus again. And if you're really hanging on to hope, unfortunately the job listing in question has also been changed and all mention of Star Wars has been removed. Actually, all forms of information of alluding to what this game could be have been removed as well. So we don't know if it's an original IP, a sequel, or just DLC content, but overall it does look like that theory has been shot down. So what are your thoughts on this? My question of the day was, are you excited about what EA Motive is working on? But obviously that question has now changed with the information I've just given you. So does your thoughts and opinions still stand at the beginning of this video, or have they changed after knowing about this at the end of the video? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. But that is the end of this video. Sorry it's a short one. There's not too much information on this other than it's being changed from Star Wars to something else, but I thought I'd bring it to your attention nonetheless. But other than that, I have been Charlie, you've been watching EcksToo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.